There is a difference between investment, an offering, and sacrifice. An investment is when you surrender yourself to a process in order to achieve a better result. For example, you go to work every day because at the end of the month there is a wage coming. That's an investment that you make to get the wage. It's an agreement you have with the employer. An offering is, for example, someone is a beggar down the street, is begging for money because he has no food, and you decide to go into a supermarket, get some groceries and some necessities for him, and give it to him. That's an offering. A sacrifice is, for example, you you're a woman and you want to get sexually involved with a guy, but the guy is married. And now you decide I'm going to cause some trouble in the marriage so that I can have the man. That that's a sacrifice. Now, these three examples are very short examples of what investment, offering, and sacrifice really are. And I want to talk more about sacrifice because I've given an example of an individual sacrifice, how a jealous woman, an envious woman, wanted to destroy a marriage of another woman to get her husband. You see? Most sacrifices, or let me say, sacrifices in general are done collectively. Because if a sacrifice if sacrifice succeeds, then it only succeeds because there's a collective condoning it and agreeing with it. Because a woman that's envious wants to destroy a marriage, the husband that will get involved with this envious woman and get into affair with her, he is agreeing with the sacrifice without realizing it. The environment, the friends and family of the couple may not agree with it, but if they don't do anything against it, it's basically preserving the sacrifice that the envious woman made. The friends and family of the envious woman will decide to take her word for it, are also agreeing with the sacrifice. And the sacrifice is the well-being of the wife and well-being of the children are brought in danger. And by bringing the well-being of the children in danger, they're also endangering other people who will get in contact with those kids when they've grown up. Because remember, all children grow up. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. And when they are older, they will have contact and influence on the lives of other human beings. So if those children are harmed in their youth, whether it's by a divorce or by an abusive parent or by whatever, the ones that agreed with the victimization are also agreeing and are responsible for the harm that those children will do unto others because of the trauma they've endured in childhood. So if you have a father that neglects his child, and you have a mother that agrees with it, and a family that doesn't do anything about it, if that child grows up to become a serial killer, then that family, that mother and father and relatives together are responsible for that individual turning into a serial killer. Yes, the individual did choose by him or herself to become a serial killer, but that option would not have come to his mind that so quickly if he had a good upbringing. So yes, if people have a bad upbringing and they decide and they choose evil later on, they're the ones choosing to become evil. That's true. But that does not annul nor take away the victimization they endured as a child. Because when they were a child, they were still a child. So even if the child grew up and become someone very evil, when they were victimized, they were still children. So it was still a crime against humanity. Okay? And in the Old Testament, the ancient Hebrews were commanded by the Most High not to let to not passed their children through the fire for Molech. Molech is a demon spirit, and this demon spirit is associated with the fashion industry and with making money, just like the demon spirit Mammon. You see? Well, this audio clip is not about, I'm not lecturing about demon spirits here, but it's related because whenever you sacrifice the well-being of someone else, you are paying homage to an evil spirit. So look, when you were a child and people chose to yell towards you because they know you're just a child, you can't defend yourself, but they chose to sacrifice your well-being and to use their advantage or disadvantage, when they did this, they signed a spiritual agreement with a demon spirit. Yes, I've said it. Every time you sacrifice someone else, you are it's the same as making a human blood sacrifice. You see, it does not have the same effect as a human blood sacrifice. Okay, so people that gather in the Bohemian Grove and those other pagan temples and kill and murder babies and young people and let the blood spill towards the demons, they have another effect. They are literally murdering people to get wealth from the demonic realm. The common people out there who choose to sacrifice someone else may get a temporary relief or something smaller from the demonic realm. But listen, every time you sacrifice someone else in trying to have your way, there's a demon spirit that is deforming you at the same time. And to illustrate this better, let's look at the Lord Jesus Christ. He was sacrificed by the Hebrews and by the Romans. You see? Or let me say the Roman government. Why? The Hebrews did not want to give up their political desire for a physical kingdom on earth. The scribes and Pharisees were part of the Hebrew people, didn't want to give up their position of power. And the Roman government did not want to give up their political interest because at the south of Judea there was a large gold mine, and Judea was also very important for the trade with China. So the Roman government, therefore also the city of Rome, did not want to give up their interest in Judea. And Jesus Christ, being the Messiah, was in danger all their selfish expectations. So what did they do? They wanted to get rid of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ offered himself for the salvation of mankind. That's from his part. From the part of humanity sacrificed him. Because we today, and so also you that are listening to this, you weren't alive back then when they were crucifying Christ. Yet we all crucified him by our sin and our iniquities. Every sin is a sacrifice. Every iniquity is a system of sacrifice. Okay? So it's not just sin that's the issue, iniquity is also the issue. You see? People tend to hold on to patterns and cycles to get some of the relief from it, instead of surrendering themselves to God completely and let God take care of them. So basically they are sacrificing God's interest and the interest of everyone else in the universe to deify themselves, as to make themselves a little God. You see? That's why Jesus dying on the cross is called the ultimate sacrifice, because Jesus Christ is the ultimate victim of sin and iniquity. And you see, God turned that whole event around for the benefit of all mankind. Not all of mankind will receive it, but that's their problem, not the problem of Christ, and not the problem of those that do repent. You see, the reason why Jesus became the ultimate sacrifice, the reason why he allowed that to happen, and the reason why he chose to use that is to teach us to trust Him so that we will not live in patterns of sacrifice anymore. So we won't live in iniquity anymore, so that we will give up on sacrifice. There's nothing great about sacrifice. And we all did it. You see? Whether as part of a collective or as part of a social organization, we all sacrificed others to advance our own selfish interests. They seem to stop. We need to die to self, pick up our cross, and follow Christ. And when you're doing that, He will manifest Himself to you in His time in a unique manner. Be blessed.